Here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Washington.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Chamberlain. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they win it the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11. At the
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 33. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
2 yards.
It does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 32.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
After one, it's 9-0.
With this Washington 9, Falcons nothing.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chamberlain. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Chamberlain. That one is slant to McLaurin.
Chamberlain's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Chamberlain. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Sweat brought it down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
The ball carried.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At their own.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes this Washington 16. Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
24-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
17.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And to give this time to the tailback.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he spins past him and into space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to number 7.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Chamberlain. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
2
yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Washington first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Number 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does It's just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Right back to him on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rollwasser's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Complete to number 2.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 62 yards.
First down, Washington.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
20-yard line.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Deion Jones.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
As he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Chamberlain. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a terrific return as he'll take it out past the 35.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second, whether you're able to get into field goal range, or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. Inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Washington, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around.